Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, and the very occasional dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. And that way you'll find out whenever I post new videos, which is usually at least once a day, whenever I announce giveaways, which is several times a month, and whenever I go live. I'm actually planning on going live in just a couple hours, March 8th at 5 p.m. Pacific, so hopefully some of you will join me there. There should be a link for you over on the community tab. As always, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. Today I've got another fantastic book box to share with you. It is the Beauty and a Book box, which is exactly what it sounds like. It is both a book subscription as well as a beauty subscription. It is quarterly, which is kind of nice if you have a limited time, but it's also nice if you have a limited budget because of course subscription boxes are very much luxuries for most of us. So perhaps you want a little bit of beauty, but you also want a good read every 3 months. This is a good way to go about it. The box is $37.99 plus I believe $9 in shipping. But if you use the code BAAB, like Beauty and a Book, B10, so lots of B's in there, then you can get 10% off as usual. I will leave all of that information for you in the description box below. So I am an ambassador and that is why I am able to give you that discount. So I do get a discount on my subscription as well. Now there is a young adult and an adult version of the box, and what's cool is that for most quarters you do get to choose between two different titles. So I have to try to remember what title I chose or what the other option was, but there was a choice for this particular quarter. Every once in a while they'll just surprise you and they might have multiple titles available. And then the beauty items that arrive are usually all different. Sometimes there'll be an item that everyone receives, and sometimes there will be an item that no one else receives but you. So it's kind of cool, but you're definitely getting your value. You're definitely getting your money's worth. They usually have a product card in here. I think this time there was so much variation that it didn't make sense to print a product card. And then that product card doesn't normally usually include the retail values because a while ago the subscribers voted and they decided that they didn't want that. I, as a reviewer, like to know the value of my box, so I usually request that she sends me a list of the value of the products that are in there just so that I can show you an example of what you might receive so that you have an idea of that return on investment essentially. So she has done that for me, and she did let me know that an email is about to go out to subscribers. You will have already received it by the time this video posts, letting you know that there was no product card this time around because there was so much variation, but she did send me the list of products and prices. So inside, this is what it looks like. I think it's pretty cool that you can combine the two because we can be bookish, but we can also still be a little girly and want our beauty products. And she does get a lot of pretty well-known brands. So I'm just gonna prop my phone up in front of me so that I can reference it. So the first thing that I'm seeing is we did get some little extras, some stickers from Beauty and a Book box. So she also has a retreat program, which I think is really cool. And then usually some of the proceeds go towards an educational organization or charity, which I also appreciate because this does come from educators. So let's see, we got a Beauty and a Book retreat sticker. So I think the next retreat is in Jamaica, I want to say. Was very tempted to get in on that, but I think I'm a little bit too late. Who knows? So Beauty and a Book, so that is their logo with the O's as the pages of a book retreat. That would be really fun. Let me know if you want to go on a book retreat with me. And then we also have this Book Lover one, which I do really like. So it's kind of like half of their logo, and I like that it's not so branded, for example. So I think those were just little fun bonuses, which is great. Then we have something wrapped up in some chunky bubble wrap, which I'm guessing is a palette because that's how palettes usually get sent to us so that we don't get any breakage in the pans. So gotta appreciate that. So I do love getting a palette, especially because I honestly don't open a lot of beauty boxes, and you guys know that's because I honestly don't wear a ton of makeup. I wear more now that I have my channel, and I try to get a little bit like dolled up for you guys, but I'm still not like a big makeup wearer. So ooh, this looks nice. This is the Mini Pro palette from Beauty Creations, volume number 4. So let's slide that out and take a look. Ooh, fancy. I always think it's interesting that they have these covers, but I guess it's just to keep the palette nice and closed. So ooh, look at the colors, you guys. Hopefully it's like that pigmented, that rich. Have been looking for a palette with more fuchsias and purples. So it does have a mirror on top, which I am going to cover up. Wow, these are great colors. I am super excited about this palette. I find that I have so many palettes that are in those like browns and sort of rosy colors, you know, like the spicy teddy bear kind of colors. I don't have any that are like this, that covers this part of the spectrum. So I'm really into it. I really like that silvery blue gray there at the top. And then I love these like deep purples and plums. And of course the pink is a little bit more adventurous. So I'm really excited about that. Looks like we have got like 4 shimmers, and then the rest, the other 8 are matte. So I'm super into that palette, you guys. So let me just see the retail value on that. This is the Beauty Creations Mini Pro. This has a value of $12, so it's only like $1 per pan. I feel like that's really reasonable. So I'll be interested to see the quality of the color. I probably won't swatch it for you because I'm going to take some photos of this box, and it always gets a little messed up when you do that, but maybe eventually I will. But you'll probably see me using it for sure on the channel and using some of these colors, because this is, like I said, part of my eyeshadow collection that I had a little gap in. All right, something else. Oh, this is from a great company, So Susan Cosmetics. I've definitely gotten their products in different boxes. Whatever this is, it's pretty big. It's a deep hydrating serum for the face and body. Oh, this is a really good product that's like often sold out on their website. So I'm very interested to read. It says, a face and body serum that has been formulated to rescue dull, dehydrated skin with infusions of avocado oil, as well as carrot, rosehip, and everlasting flower extracts. This non-greasy treatment cream has superb reparative qualities, assisting in the healing of stretch marks, signs of fatigue, and helps skin retain moisture over time. After application, skin is left feeling refreshed, soothed, and comfortably soft. It says prep the skin with this creamy serum morning and evening to cleansed face, neck, and body. Wear it under your moisturizer or on its own. So it's not, I guess it can work as your moisturizer, but you can also double it up with another one. So that is great. This is a nice big tube of it. So it is 4.1 fluid ounces. This is their Aquarella. And let me just see the value on this. So this has a value of $48, you guys. So that is like over the cost of the whole box itself. So what a great value. And we haven't even gotten to our book yet. So you guys know books are expensive these days, especially when you get a nice hardcover, which is the case here. I don't know what this is. It looks like a stamp, right? I'm guessing it's a brush. Let me see if I'm not sure if this is like shrink wrapped or if this is just how it opens. So that's how it opens. It looks like a tiny, it's like a tiny microphone. It looks like a little microphone that I can sing to. So it's like a little round sponge, which is actually kind of great for like getting in the corners, like around your nose and stuff. So it's like a little blender, but with a handle, which I actually really like. So I don't use beauty blenders that often. I've like finally started using brushes for foundations. I used to use those little like triangles. So I'm happy to have this. So this is a mushroom makeup sponge. Okay, it looks more like a mushroom than a microphone, if that's fair. It has a value of $4. I love that it comes in this little cover, that it comes in this little like travel case. That's actually perfect because I recently went on a trip, most of you know, and I took a little bit of makeup, like more than I used to ever take, and I took like a small brush set, and it was just like kind of a hassle, and I always felt weird putting like my not clean brushes, because you can't clean your brushes every single day when you're on the go and traveling. So I kind of am happy about this, and it might become like a travel sponge that I use, and hopefully obviously you can clean those too. What else do we have? We have a Spring Flowers notebook. I like these. These are nice. I like when they're just the flat ones because you don't feel overwhelmed by like a big thick journal that you're like, how am I ever going to fill this up? Because there's nothing better than like a brand new fresh journal. Am I right? So very springy, appropriate for the spring box. It just says notebook on the front. It has slightly cream pages, so a little off-white, and they are lined, which I like. And then these are always nice because even though they're like sewn binding, they are thin enough that you can really flatten them out so that it's easy to keep the pages down and they're not going to like roll up on your hand when you're writing. So it does say BV by Bruno Visconti. So I guess that is the artist of our little paperback notebook, which I like. And it has a value, I think I just saw it, I think it was a really reasonable price, $3.50. That seems super duper fair. Definitely, obviously the star of the show is that Aquarella by So Susan. And then looks like we have a pretty pen to go along with our notebook. So this one says Beautiful Book Lover. It's like in a rose gold, like a pearly rose gold. Gotta love that. And it's a Stylist pen. These have been very popular in subscription boxes because I think you can have them easily customized. So it's just got the little clicker, which you guys know I love that sound. It's just so satisfying to me. But you can use this to write and tap on screens, which is always nice. Not a big ballpoint person, but you know, sometimes you actually need that and you can't use a gel pen or a super inky felt pen or something. So great to have that, great to click, and it definitely looks so lovely with that notebook. I just think that is very pretty and very like classy, and I also just appreciate that it just says beautiful book lover and it's not like branded with beauty in a book box. I think that's kind of nice too. It's a very like subtle like nod to your being a bookish person. And then finally, we have our book, which of course is in the bottom of the box, just because that's how book boxes go. The book is usually the biggest thing and it needs to be the base. So this was what I chose. It's called The Magnolia Palace by Fiona Davis. I think the other one was a thriller, so I'm kind of surprised that I chose this, but let me see. What does it say? It says the Magnolia Palace novel was $27. I wonder if I can find what the other option was. Let me see if I can find what the other choice was. And again, in the young adult box, there were 2 choices as well. So I'm not finding it, of course, because I'm looking while I have you guys on the camera. So of course it won't find it now. Let's see. So here are our book selections. It was what I chose, which is The Magnolia Palace, which I'm excited about. And then there was also One Step Too Far by Lisa Gardner, which it just looks like a thriller from the cover. And then for the young adult box, you could have chosen Ruta Sepetis's I Must Betray You, or The Bone Spindle, which looks very like young adult on the cover as well. So let's read about this. On the back, it's just telling us praise, because of course it is a nice hardcover, which I appreciate. And it does even have the price printed in there, so you know that's not like a lie. So it says, 8 months since losing her mother in the Spanish flu outbreak of 1919. Man, that's kind of been like a theme. I feel like people are returning to pandemics of the past in their writing. 21-year-old Lillian Carter's life has completely fallen apart. For the past 6 years, under the moniker Angelica, Lillian was one of the most sought-after artist models in New York City, with statues based on her figure gracing landmarks from the Plaza Hotel to the Brooklyn Bridge. But with her mother gone, a grieving Lillian is rudderless and desperate. The work has dried up, and a looming scandal has left her entirely without a safe haven. So when she stumbles upon an employment opportunity at the Frick Mansion, a building that ironically bears her own visage, Lillian jumps at the chance. But the longer she works as a private secretary to the imperious and demanding Helen Frick, the daughter and heiress of industrialist and art patron Henry Clay Frick, the more deeply her life gets intertwined with that of the family, pulling her into a tangled web of romantic trysts, stolen jewels, and family drama that runs so deep the stakes just may be life or death. Nearly 50 years later, English model Veronica Weber has her own chance to make her career, and with it earn the money she needs to support her family back home within the walls of the former Frick residence, now converted into one of New York City's most impressive museums. But when she, along with a charming intern budding art curator named Joshua, is dismissed from the Vogue shoot taking place at the Frick collection, she chances upon a series of hidden messages in the museum, messages that will lead her and Joshua on a hunt that could not only solve Veronica's financial woes, but could finally reveal the truth behind a decades-old murder in the infamous Frick family. So love that. I'm not sure how the Frick family and collection feels about this this novel, but I did have the opportunity to visit the Frick when I lived in New York. It's been a long time though, but I think that's really cool. So 2 different time periods, which is going to be interesting. I always love novels like that where you want to see how they intersect and how the person in the contemporary people can solve the riddle, solve the mystery of the past. So sounds pretty good. Sounds a little bit like there's a thriller element in there as well. So I'm always into that. It looks very pretty. So let me know what you guys think. I think this sounds like a great read. You guys also know that I have a crazy TBR pile of book boxes where I feel like it's important to read the book before sharing all of the items because they're more linked to the book. But this, again, is such an awesome option if you have a limited budget. It's a quarterly, so that makes it a little bit more affordable for one, but then also you get to choose your book. And then you also get some really nice beauty products. And then it's not just beauty, we get some like fun lifestyle and bookish items too, like this notebook and this like beautiful pen. And then the beauty items that we got, great palette, that nice little sponge with the case, and then of course this So Susan Cosmetics serum, which I'm very, very excited to get to try. So you guys let me know what you thought about this box. I thought it was pretty well balanced. Let me know what your favorite item was. If you have some experience with this So Susan, let me know. And if you get Beauty in a Book box already, I would love to hear what you got in your box. I think it's really cool that everyone's getting different things this particular season. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.